Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Saturday Morning Coffee with Back to Basics Dog Training. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Leon. I'm the head trainer here over at Back to Basics Dog Training. And each and every Saturday morning, I bring you this live free Q&A dog training session um, where all your questions are be asked. No questions are off limits. And as everybody knows who watches, the more comments I get, the more questions I get, the more jacked up I get. So, guys, let's get it out there. Hopefully, we'll get some real good questions and feedback from people. But as always, I'm going to talk about um, my subject of the week. Like I said, put your comments in, shoot me a comment, let me know you're here, let me know where you're watching from, say hi, give me a shout out. I'm hoping the internet connection is good. I was having some issues with it earlier today. It looks like it's much better. Anybody watching, just shoot me a comment. Let me know if it's streaming, if this is streaming okay. Um, so, as you guys know, this week I traveled back up to Long Island to do a kind of heavy duty board and train with two yellow labs, uh, Archie and Anna, and it is going great. Um, the biggest complaint we I got, the reason I came up here is because they were complaining. One, Anna is a resource guarder. She resource guards certain toys, food. If it's an object that she's not allowed to have, that's even worse. Um, and what I was told is Archie is the angel and can do no wrong. The other complaint I was getting is when they play out in the yard, uh, they play too rough and ends up hurting Archie. And again, Archie is the angel, could do no wrong. And so I got here Tuesday, and my first thing I did Tuesday was just pretty much evaluate. Let me see what's going on. Um, and we did, we saw her. Anna has no off switch. She just keeps going 24/7. She grabs a toy. She wants to interact with you. She annoys the human. Nope. Um, Sorry, they're here. They're watching. So um, all Anna wants is somebody to play with her. She grabs toys. If you go to sit down, she'll jump in the chair behind you. She just has no off switch. And I'm watching all this. And the first thing I said is she is mentally frustrated. She hasn't been challenged. Her mind is, she's doing all these excitement, this jumping on guests when they come in, grabbing her toy, pushing into your lap, jumping on your chair, just general being a pain in the tuchus. Um, and it was because she was mentally frustrated. So I said, all right, that's good. We understood this. I observed them in the yard, and the little angel Archie isn't such an angel. He actually instigates the play. They were all blaming Anna, saying Anna was causing a problem. Anna just played. They play rough. I watched the two of them. They play rough. That's how dogs play, and that was fine. But again, because Anna has no structure, she doesn't know when to stop. So indirectly, then Archie can get hurt. So I observed that. So Wednesday, my first thing I did is, as always, when I talk about mentally stimulating a dog, is I took Anna for about a 2 mile walk. And of course, we worked on our threshold management. We worked on, staying by my side. It was all about the structure of the walk to stimulate her mentally. What am I going to ask for her to do next? And, I was pleasantly surprised. She walked really, really well. Um, and I did that 3 times on Wednesday. I took 3 2 mile walks on Wednesday, roughly 2 miles. It wasn't quite exactly. And she did really, really well with it. And she was exhausted. And as I noticed after each walk, and what I tell you guys all the time, is she was exhausted. She didn't have the energy to play because not only what did the 2 mile walk physically tire her out, but it mentally tired her out, and she slept. One of the biggest complaints the family said, nope, is that there is no peace in the house. It's 24/7. Anna instigating play with Archie, them playing in the house, them doing a lot of things. And after the walks, guys, I didn't see it. Wednesday was a calm day in the house. And that's all I really focused on. I did take Archie for a walk too, but it wasn't as far because he's a little bit of a bigger dog, so I didn't take him as far. Um, so on Thursday, I decided, well, let's change it up a little bit. I brought both dogs out for a walk together. It's just something that's never happened. They've taken them out together, but two people. I took them out together, one person, me. And I had them both on the same side, very minor corrections, and which is great because we also ran into some distractions out on the walk. There's another gentleman out there who was training his dog, or I think he's a trainer training somebody's dog in the yard. Of course, Anna and Archie got distracted. We stayed there. We waited till they were calm, and then we continued to walk. And then there was another house, a couple door down or two. The gentleman was out in his driveway. His Irish setter was in the yard, and of course that built up excitement. Now we got a human. We got a dog. They were excited. I made them sit. We waited till they were calm. I talked to the gentleman. We didn't have dogs barking over us when we were trying to talk, and we continued to walk. And again, we went about a good 2 miles that day, but it was a real pleasurable walk. I mean, I had them both in one hand. I actually had a cup of coffee with me, and it was a pleasurable walk, which showed me a lot. Um, and then we started working on other things with them. Wednesday, and Thursday were more about me building a trust with the dogs because that's so important. Disagreeing with some of the unwanted behaviors, but I really didn't get heavy into any real training at this point. Yesterday, I really started focusing on the training. And one thing I didn't notice is any resource guarding from Anna at all. I didn't notice it. She grabbed because everything has to be in her mouth. She's a lab. She grabbed a rock outside. She wanted to play the game of me chasing her to get the rock. I wouldn't play the game. I just stood my ground, drop it, do my I love you sign like I always do when I put my hands out to a dog. And eventually she laid down, she dropped it, she rolled over, she gave me her belly. She was like, okay. And I'm like, that's fantastic. And she grabbed 2 or 3 rocks during the course of our time out in the yard together. But yesterday I started doing a little bit more intense training with them, trying to break the excitement. Sorry, Anna walked by and grabbed the cord to my laptop here. So I want to make sure she doesn't rip my laptop off the counter. Um, so I started doing a little bit more intense training. I went and conditioned her with an e-collar to have the remote control of controlling her. But I conditioned her for it, guys. I just didn't put it on and start hitting buttons. She wore it Wednesday and Thursday, and yesterday I started reinforcing it. They've already taught her how to use what the e-collar means, um, but it gave me some remote control with her. Um, and I worked with her a lot on just basic obedience. Come when I call you, sit when I tell you. Even when I was feeding them, sit, wait till I tell you it's okay to have the food, not just the obedience part of sitting. You're going to eat calmly because that's another issue we have. Anna eats so fast and then goes over to Archie's bowl and pushes Archie out of the way and finishes his food because she finishes so fast. So right now, the way the feeding routine here is going, Archie eats in his corner of the house, Anna eats in her corner of the house, so they don't have to deal with it. So, of course, Wednesday, Thursday, I worked on that. Yes, last night I actually fed them in the same room pretty much. And, Anna finished, and I just want to let her go over. Period. Just not how I'm going to work it. So it worked out really well. They were able to eat, coexist. But again, how am I getting these results is with my 4 C's of training. My calm, confidence, consistency equals control. One of the things I really worked hard with them yesterday is they're both food mongers. Um, and I noticed every time I was eating, they're right up my butt. If I go into the refrigerator, they're right there. You go near the stove, they're right there. Um, so yesterday, I decided to make myself some eggs and bacon and stuff. And of course, now I'm bringing food into the equation. And I have 2 dogs. Literally, if I turned the wrong way, I was going to trip or hurt them, hurt myself, whatever. So as I'm cooking, I put everything on a low flame to make sure we didn't burn down the house. I guided them and told them out and guided them to a place where I said was a proper boundary for them. And it took me a while. I'm not going to say it was easy. It was easier when I was cooking, and but I got the kitchen area to myself. So I was able to go from the stove to the sink to the toaster, and not worry about tripping. I didn't have to worry about when I was doing the bacon, grease splattering and hitting the dogs. It just was easier to cook, which was great. The next thing I did is I sat right where I'm sitting right now with the food. And of course, hey, they wanted to be right here. Food, oh my God. And again, it took me about 15 minutes, but I actually got them to stay over there. And I sent mom and dad pictures. First, they're sitting there and they had that depressed look on their face, like, oh my God, I want to be near the food, and then he's not letting me. And then within 2 minutes, they were laying down over away from me, 10 feet away from me, whatever it was. I was able to eat my meal in peace. The best part is they got it so well that I was able to get up, do my dishes, clean up. They stayed there the whole time until I actually released them. So, guys, if you put the effort in and you stay calm, you stay consistent. Yes, it's an inconvenience. I couldn't eat my omelet as hot as I would like it because I was working on training the dogs, but it was worth it because last night when I ate here, they came in, I just said out, and they left without me, and I was able to eat my dinner. So, again, guys, it's just staying the first three C's: calm, confident, consistent. It's consistent every single time. If Anna grabs a toy and tries to push into my lap to play with her, I am not going to play with her. I don't care if I'm tired or not. Nope. Sorry. We're still working on training, even though I'm doing this. And I stayed consistent every time she grabbed the toy and tried to play with me. I was like, nope. And then when she was calm, I initiated play. If Archie was laying down relaxing, Anna's annoying. She won't annoy him. I advocated for Archie at that point, saying, nope, he doesn't want to play. Don't play with him now. And she gets it. So today, this morning, I let them out in the yard. They roughed house. I let them. It didn't get to a level where it was unmanageable. They were done. They came in. They've slept. Um, we didn't do our walk yet because I was on the way after this to do my walk, but we're going to do another walk today. They're going to get at least every day I'm here one, unless it's really pouring, like tomorrow it's supposed to be pouring, I think. They're going to get at least one good walk a day. My goal is 2 to 3 walks a day, and then work on some of the other issues. Tomorrow's goal, and I'll probably set up the camera for this, is the resource guarding on those marrow type bones. So that should be really interesting. Um, but guys, I'm waiting for some questions. I know that we got some viewers out there. I haven't got anybody shouting out. Again, I hope it's not because my internet is crappy that I'm just not seeing as much as I want to. Um, but that's how the week has been going. And the key takeaway for the week so far is that calm confidence. Calm confidence gets control. The consistency is crucial. We know that in life. But if we stay calm, confident, and consistent, they will follow. The beauty of what I noticed yesterday towards the afternoon after doing some more heavy duty training yesterday with them is when we went out in the yard, because I always go out and I supervise, I went out in the yard with them and they followed me around. No leash, they just followed me. I even tried, tested it. I stopped, they stopped, they looked at me like, what are we doing? Um, they were following me around because both of them needed that structure and leadership because dogs want to follow. And it's a beautiful thing to witness. I tried doing, some of this stuff, with the camera and trying to figure out how to do angles. I suck at it. So I do have some videos I'm going to edit together and hopefully get it out on the Facebook and YouTube channel for you guys to see some of the success and excuse me, how this works. This is only really 3 days of me being here. 4 days. Today's the fourth day. Um, so really just count Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today's the fourth day. Even though I got here Tuesday, I got here late. So I didn't do really much of anything. I just observed. But in the 3 days of 2 days of bonding and building trust together, and then really starting to do some training. The respect I'm getting from these dogs is phenomenal. It does my heart good. I've been updating mom and dad every step of the way. Uh, they're thrilled with the progress. I've shown them some of my makeshift crappy videos that I've taken. Um, they're very pleased. And now the trick is when they get home, we're going to work together. And so we can reinforce the better behaviors with them, not just for me, because it doesn't matter that they listen to me. They need to listen to mom and dad. But with that being said, guys, I'm not getting any questions or comments. Um, we're going to wrap it up earlier than usual. I got some work to do. So, um, of course, if there's any questions or comments, I will be happy to answer them, because that's why I do this. I am going to attempt to broadcast Tuesday evening as well. Like I said, I'm having some issues with the Wi-Fi here, so I had to shut off all my devices to get a full range here, and it seems to be working. But with that being said, guys, if there's no questions, I'm going to wrap it up for the weekend. As always, you can always put your comments down after the fact, and I will get to them during the week. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for inviting me into your home each and every Saturday morning. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be here with you. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, God bless, and remember, together we can help one dog and one family at a time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and we'll see you Tuesday night.